Now, before I start this video, it is based on my opinion and my experience, so please don't get offended. If you do enjoy these videos, feel free to like and also subscribe to my channel to support it. But anyway, let's start with the video. And today actually I wanna talk and share with a story that actually happened not that long ago, about what, back in June this year. That was just a few days or a week before that summer event called Yanis Day, and it all started actually of me leaving airport. I was in a capital city and I left the airport and I was on a public bus. Nothing special, just a big bus, few people, and there were a few people that got my attention, and I really tried to avoid it as I'm like antisocial and shit, but I couldn't just let it go. And so I was on a bus, so from the airport I wanted to go to the bus terminal so I can then take another bus and go to my relatives to the far side of Latvia. But anywho, so I was on a public bus, standing there next to a window on my phone, texting with my friends on Discord and shit. And then about few bus stops, I don't know, we were halfway already. It's like few bus stops before the bus terminal, my fucking English. And an old lady was there, and she was very old, about like her 70s, couldn't be in 80s, like at least 70s, and she was like slowly walking towards the exit of the bus. And the roads in a capital city are not the greatest. They're very bumpy and broken, so many potholes and every other shit. And of course, because of bus driving over it, the bus started to shake like there's no tomorrow, and that old lady just tripped. She didn't fall on the ground or anything. She like how to say, just trip, like a small trip. How many times I'm gonna say trip? So she tripped and she accidentally hit a guy sitting on a bench, and that guy wasn't like fat or slim. He was like in his 40s or something, and he was very aggressive. The way he looked like a fucking jerk. Like, he was wearing a hat, and if he had the text on a hat, it'll probably have written "I'm a big jerk" and have like an arrow pointing down. So that old 40-year-old guy looked at that old lady at very angry face, like very angry look, like she did something bad, like committed a crime or some shit. But no, she just tripped because of a bus driver. It's not even bus driver's fault, it's the fucking roads. And she apologized, but since she didn't speak Latvian, she was talking Russian. So she apologized in Russian about the tripping, yet again, it wasn't her fault, but she still apologized. And that guy, like, Jesus Christ, he screamed at her for like, "How dare you, you Russian pig, how dare you push me around and shit." The whole bus just went apeshit, like everyone who, well, when I say everyone, there was like 5 more people. They all looked at him, and he made himself a complete jerk, like screaming, shouting, calling that old lady in like bad words because of something she's not responsible of. And she couldn't really understand what he says because, well, she was Russian. She didn't really, I assume she didn't understand Latvian because she didn't reply in Latvian. And that guy just kept going even worse. Like, he started to talk about how she's a Russian occupant, like Russian spy or some shit. Like, are you kidding me? I wanted to laugh at this. I was just standing there on my phone, laugh like, is she a spy? Like, did Vladimir Putin like think in the office like, oh, let's not send Russian special forces or shit. Let's send like some old babushkas to Riga and spy on people. But so the guy was screaming her in Latvian, of course. I don't know if he was drunk or anything. He didn't look drunk, like he didn't stink of alcohol or anything, but he was just furious over something so small. Like, it's not her fault. He kept yelling at her for like 5 minutes. Bus driver screamed something that if he's gonna continue that, he's gonna kick him out. But he never did. He just kept driving. So after like 2 bus stops, the old lady stepped out. She looked very sad and angry because it wasn't her fault. But that guy was big jerk, and I shouldn't have involved in anything, but I just told him like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he so aggressive toward an old lady? Like, she didn't do it, there were roads. And after that, that guy yelled at me. Like, I did what? Fucking hell. I swear to God, that guy was the biggest jerks. Like, there were 2 types of Latvians. One is normal, honest one, doesn't bother anyone. And then you have a second one, which is fucking aggressive type. I've never met anyone so aggressive. Like, Jesus Christ. That guy stayed in the bus till the same bus stop of me. I was like, oh shit, am I gonna step out and he's gonna punch me? But no. He just kept cursing and swearing and shit. And he followed me for like 5-10 minutes until I walked into a bus terminal. And then he left. I was afraid for my life for a bit. Oh, I don't know. Life in the capital city of Riga is crazy as fuck. Like, you would not expect that something to happen. Anyway, guys, I have many more weird, short and big stories to tell. If you want me to tell them, let me know in the comments section. I'm gonna share them with you. But anyways, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao.